On this channel, I haven't talked much about indie games, but I have recently come across a game that left quite an impression on me. This unique game is called The Precinct. The Precinct is a cop sim developed by Fallen Tree Games that's set in Averno City in 1983. But let's first start off with talking about the look and feel. The Precinct has this incredibly unique top-down view, but don't let that fool you, the visuals really pop out. Driving around, especially with the rain and different weather effects and the reflections off the street, I honestly think this game looks amazing. It's got a style that you don't really see too often. It definitely gives off those old school GTA style game vibes like Chinatown Wars. But for around 30 bucks at full price, this is a fully fledged release, not another early access unfinished product like most of the games I cover. There is definitely a lot to be pleased with, but like any game, it's not without a few minor issues. So what does the Precinct bring to the table? You were able to play through a full storyline campaign, although it being kinda cheesy, definitely fits for a cop game set in place in the 80s. Within this tight open world, the world is very much alive with tons of procedurally generated crime activity, ranging from simple parking infractions all the way to full-on police chases. When you are in those police chases, you have a full range of support options. You can call in backup, place spike strips, set up roadblocks, as well as helicopter support. One big surprising feature is there's a full skill tree system that you can continue to upgrade well after you complete the story. The game really shines in its moment-to-moment gameplay. When you're on your shift, you're always getting calls, you're always moving around, you pound the sidewalks and tackle street crime as you encounter it. You'll deal with things like muggings, vandalism, catching drunk drivers, dealing with hit and runs, and disrupting things like drug deals. You'll be chasing suspects on foot and in vehicles. You have different options for dealing with perps, sometimes using non-lethal force like your baton, and other times, well, things might get a little bit more intense. Without giving away major spoilers, the story follows Officer Cordell. There's a personal element involving the investigation into his father's death. The chief even headed the investigation initially, but in a dirty town, people are scared to talk. Cordell believes his father was killed and suspects there's a cover-up by the chief, and the department is trying to keep him close because they know he might go rogue. You work with detectives to gather evidence from crime scenes to track gangsters and build cases. You even have an NPC buddy cop named Kelly who can help with tracking down criminals and handling paperwork. And it really dives into that 80s drama, and I really love it. The main story is beatable in about 10 hours, but the cool thing is you can continue to play the game afterwards. You just keep picking up shifts, going out, and stopping crime. The open world sandbox is available to you after the story has concluded, so you still can keep leveling and upgrading your character. Now, the game is not perfect. While I personally didn't run into any major issues, others have reportedly mentioned performance and other issues. The biggest gripe I have is the system for hidden rare vehicles. While you can commandeer them and use them, you can't actually save them. You can't take them to a garage, store them, and call them out later. You have to remember where they are, which is tough when you're constantly getting calls on shift. It would be really cool if they added a way to store those vehicles in a garage or even just default one as your patrol car. The potential for this game is huge. The developers at Fallen Tree Games could really expand on it. I'd love to see expansion DLCs with more gangs, more criminal organizations, and more crime activities. And again, that ability to store vehicles would be a massive improvement. Honestly, I don't play indie games that often, so it's very rare that I get this enthralled in a game. I just wanted to keep playing and playing. It is currently sitting at very positive on Steam, which is great to see. For an indie game of this caliber, 30 bucks is fantastic, even though at the time of recording this video, the game was at 25 bucks. The developers seem to have done everything right with this indie release. You can even get the soundtrack, and they advertised a vinyl collection on Twitter, which I think is pretty cool. So if you're looking for a unique, fun, and surprisingly deep cop sim with that sweet 80s retro vibe, I would definitely recommend giving The Precinct a shot. But if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching, and comment below on your thoughts about The Precinct and if you're going to try it out. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like and consider subscribing for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one.